Come with me now as we go back in time to prepare our mind to see the world the way it was in the late 1700s. Wuthering Heights is set up like an optical illusion. There's stories of two women in there, Catherine and Isabella. It reminds me of this illusion here. This is called the old woman, young lady illusion. In most cases, you can see one, and you might need to use mental focus or have someone give you clues to see the other image here. And that's what I'm about to do now. I'm going to use the clues so we can focus not on Catherine, but on Isabella, her story, and the motives as to why she decided to marry Heathcliff. In order to see Isabella's story, we need to go back 250 years to the late 1700s. I found a couple paintings and a map so that we can place ourselves and bend our minds back into that time period. One is a painting called George Clive and his family with an Indian servant girl. Another is Catherine Clemens with her son. And third is a map of Asia, so we can see the countries that existed at that time. This painting by Reynolds was made in 1765. It is very close into the time period when Heathcliff entered the Earnshaw family's house in 1771. The other thing about this picture is the Indian servant girl matches the physical description of Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights. We are told Heathcliff has long black hair. He has dark skin. He has a black countenance, black hair, black brows, and black whiskers. He's also called a plowboy or a servant. So he matches the description of the Indian servant girl. Now I'm going to show you the next painting, which I believe matches the physical description of Linton. The second painting is Catherine Clemens and her son. This was done in 1803. You can see that this boy matches Linton. He has great blue eyes, a white complexion, long flaxen curls, yellow hair. This looks sort of like Isabella with the very white skin. However, Isabella too has blue eyes and yellow hair. But the most important that we're going to focus on is Linton and the Indian servant girl. Also, I'm going to show a map of what Asia looked like in the late 1700s. So when Ellen says to Heathcliff, your dad looks like he could be the Emperor of China, and your mom could be an Indian queen, we can see that the two neighboring countries make it possible that his parents could be from both of those countries. Mr. Linton also says that Heathcliff looks like an American. It's important to remember that he meant from the Americas, as they were making colonies in those continents. Before we continue on to talk about Heathcliff as a South Asian man, I'm going to be using words that will be derogatory today. Those would be Lascar and Gypsy. I ask you to accept my apologies if you feel they are offensive, but I need to use those words in order to show you the incest theme and Isabella's situation. The main key is to see him as a South Asian man. As I go through the rest of my videos, I'm going to call the mother Catherine, and the daughter will be referred to as Kathy.